Jet fans already feel like we have some pretty good leverage in this Aaron Rodgers negotiation with that $60 million option that's coming this year, but the Packers CEO just gave us a little bit more. Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we are talking a little Aaron Rodgers news. That's right, Aaron Rodgers watch. And could the Jets' leverage have gotten even better? My buddy Sack Exchange sent me this video, so I want to talk about it. I want to, kind of look at it and figure out all these different comments and questions. So let's get into the video and the interview, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Yeah, I think, I can't get into all the details, but it's a situation where I think we wanted to help Aaron achieve what he wanted, as well as the Packers, and hopefully, create a situation where it's kind of a win for both sides.
At this point, is it entirely up to Aaron Rodgers on what he wants to do? And then what has the communication been like the last few days and the last few weeks?
Yeah, we're still in discussions. I can't really get into a lot of the specifics.
15 years ago, this Packers organization has been through something very similar with Brett Favre, even with the Jets involved in all of that. How strange has that been? And then what has this organization learned from 15 years ago now using in this year?
Yeah, well, obviously we're very fortunate to have back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And yeah, it was very early in my tenure, so I remember it very well with Brett's situation. And, it's kind of the happens in our game. Very few players play for only one team. And obviously Brett had a great career, Aaron had a great career here, and regardless of what happens, Aaron will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, he'll be in our Hall of Fame, and we'll bring him back, he'll retire his number. And but this is just one of the things that you go through as a team. And again, we want to try to achieve something that's good for both Aaron and us.
Do you think that all of this will be resolved in the next few days? Of course, that March 15th New Year deadline is what everyone has in their back of their mind.
Yeah, I think ideally for everybody would be to have this resolved before the start of free agency in March 15th.
Does this Packers organization believe that Jordan Love could be the face of the franchise, the future, the starting QB for this team?
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence in him. I think, we drafted him and developed him. A lot of credit goes to our coaches, and to Jordan. But we do think he's ready.
So a lot of stuff to break down there. You're talking about what could happen with Aaron Rodgers? Oh, well, we'd like it to be done by the start of free agency on March 15th. Yeah, the Jet fans want that done too. I am absolutely exhausted trying to figure out how this is going to shake out and play in the final, little stretch here. And then they also talk about what do you mean you're talking about letting him go? And it doesn't feel like this is making any sense. If you're the Packers CEO and president, you should want to say, we love Aaron Rodgers. If he wants to come back, that would be absolutely great. This to me tells me that he's trying to either push Rodgers for a trade or I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't seem like they're hiding anything at all as far as how they feel about Jordan Love, which is okay. It feels really, really funky. And it seems like there were a few other things that were brought up, I guess, and I don't know if it was the same interview or maybe just an interview about it, but Dave Schroeder comes in. He says, is there a scenario, or I guess there was a question, is there a scenario where Aaron is still the starting quarterback of the Packers next season? And Murphy says, yeah. Unless if things don't work out the way we want them, yeah, we would. He is obviously a great player. Yeah, that's going to go over well. I love this. This is absolutely awesome because this tells me the Jets have all the leverage. So unless there's another team coming in here, there's no way the Jets are going to be able to they're not going to have to overpay. I don't even think the first round pick is going to be on the table for the Jets. I really don't. I don't think they're going to have to give up 13 unless you're getting more than Aaron Rodgers at that point. But I think the second round pick this year and the, maybe a conditional pick next year that could go up to a first with depending on playing time and how, if we get to the AFC Championship game or Super Bowl or something, it becomes a first round pick. It's just interesting to see a team kind of kneecap themselves so much in what feels like a stretch of not a lot of days. Then some of the ESPN Milwaukee, or I guess, yeah, it was ESPN Milwaukee, that had a clip on there. Jason Wild, one of the beat guys for the Packers, had this to say about the interview.
Jason, welcome into the program. What's your initial reaction to all this?
I've been trying, as this has kind of unfolded over the last 20 minutes, I have been trying to figure out exactly what on earth this guy was thinking.
Me too. Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. If this is how they feel, that's fine. Okay? And I'm not saying this because, it's going to hurt Aaron's feelings or anything like that. Like, even if you take it at the most business mentality level, you might as well have just told the Jets, hey, we don't want him anymore. So if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm calling Woody Johnson and saying, screw these guys. You guys don't have to trade for me. I'm going to make it difficult for them and make them cut me because they don't really want me anymore. I'm going to make them cut me, and then I can come sign with you guys. We don't have to give up any draft picks. Like, what are you doing? Why on earth would you say the things that you said? How is that helping your team? Hey, it's given us all something to talk about. Great. But from the pure perspective of you are the team president and CEO of the organization, what is the upside of you talking this way? And then, let's be honest, you guys played the clip from the WIAA broadcast.
Oh, yeah, there's more.
But he does an interview with Adriana Torres of Channel 2, WBAY up here in Green Bay, the ABC affiliate, and he doubles down.
I love it. This is absolutely great. It's all breaking for the New York Jets. Now, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to force Green Bay to cut him. That's just not going to happen because then he would be able to sign anywhere, and that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If I'm the Jets, I still want to try and offer not a whole lot. Plus, I really don't mind the contract. I think the issue is more so the dead cap at the end of the contract. But if the Packers are trying to move on from him and they're trying to get this guy to not play this year and clearly not want to be on the Packers, it almost feels like they're trying to piss him off enough so he wants to go and he doesn't want to hold. I feel like maybe the Packers feel like they're being held over a barrel, and if they project enough bullshit, as in we're not going to allow, oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers was a great quarterback, blah, 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 goes through all this different stuff. Maybe he just won't want to be here, and that will look better than him trying to, because I'm sure Rodgers is saying oh, well, I'd love to come back and play for the Packers, but I'll go play for the Jets if you give me X, Y, Z, whatever players he wants, or maybe there's certain compensation that needs to be figured out. But it's funky that when you have the Wisconsin guys and the Green Bay Packers beat talking about the CEO and president just kind of flubbing up all the business negotiations, I mean, it makes me feel good as a Jet fan. I don't know what you're going to have to give up. I still think second round pick this year, conditional pick next year. I think that makes at least both sides kind of happy, at least for where it is. Because if no one else comes in for this Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes, the Jets can just wait. Now, I don't want to wait. I do not want to wait till June 1st. I know that helps the Packers situation in terms of the cap ramifications, but I do not want the Jets to wait until June 1st to get Aaron Rodgers. That would be bonkers. I really hope, like Murphy was saying, that this gets settled before free agency because one, it's good for the Packers because they get to figure out what their cap situation is going to look like. It's good for the Jets because we know who our quarterback is and we can recruit guys for free agency. Not to mention Aaron Rodgers is probably going to want to hand in what happens with our free agency. Now, I guess you could put the little tinfoil hat on. You could say maybe in that conversation with Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets brass, he told them already who he wanted on the New York Jets, and then maybe the Jets are still going to go out regardless of what happens with Aaron Rodgers, and they're going to say, we want Cobb, we want Lazard, we want X, Y, Z, whatever free agency wants. Maybe Adam Thielen, one of his good buddies. I love what just happened, and I really just want it to break. And I think now that, I guess, the number one pick was traded for by the Bears, you know what? I was going to say it wasn't going to happen because the number one pick was just traded and they're not going to drop the news on the same day. But Aaron Rodgers sticking it to the Bears after they make the biggest trade in their franchise's history, or at least recently, that would be really nice. One little kick in the dick on the way out. I don't care about the Bears. I'm just happy that it seems like Aaron Rodgers and this might be moving forward little by little. And at the very least, this is going to piss off Aaron Rodgers. And the last time Aaron Rodgers was pissed off, he won back-to-back MVPs with our offensive coordinator. So I'm all on board with this. Keep running your mouth, Mike Murphy. It won't stop this train. We're going, baby. He's going to end up in New York. I have faith. I cannot take any more of this. Please, I just want it over. You guys let me know what your thoughts of this down below in the comments are. And as always, go Jets.